Satnam. Many blessings to all of you on this beautiful day, my friends. The universe has given us this opportunity to sit when two divine beings meet, and that's the eclipse. Two different entities are meeting, and this is an opportunity for us to meet someone that we have been separated from, someone whom we are longing to be with. It can be in a relationship, it can be the longing of the soul. Whatever it is, this dimension opens for two individuals who long to become one. My friends, it's my opportunity, it's my great blessings today, a privilege today to be with all of you and share this ancient science of the Himalayas. My friends, before we start our journey, just to understand, I would like to start with a story from the life of the awakened one, Buddha. There's a beautiful story in the Buddha's life, where one day the Buddha came with a lotus flower in his hand. Like every day, he would come and sit, and he will download the unknown. But on this specific day, he just held the flower. He said nothing. His spine was straight, his eyes was closed, and the tongue was rolled, as though he was waiting for someone else to say, because he had said enough. It was time for someone out there who have been hearing, who have been receiving, to give. The master gives and gives and gives, but there comes a time when the master becomes silent. For those who have received, to speak and to start the initiation of dharma. He kept silent, and the sun moved its direction. And according to the story, in the evening, when the sun and the moon were in balance, when there was neither the sun, neither the moon, when there was neither day, neither light, Mahakashyapa, a great sage who have been listening, who have been receiving, who have been inwombing the teachings, he opened his eyes and he laughed, he smiled. Hearing the laugh, seeing the smile, the Buddha went forward and gave him the flower. It's a long story. At the end of the day, somebody asked Mahakashyapa, what did you see that we did not see? Now, this is the important part of the story, although there's another dimension to the story. Somebody asked him, Mahakashyapa, all of us were sitting. The Buddha was sitting. Everything was silence. The universe was in silence. We were still. But what did you see that we missed? Why you smiled? Why you laughed? What did we miss? And Mahakashyapa smiled and said, I saw in the lotus flower every drop of water, every ray of sun, every eclipse, every grain, all the five elements, all that existed in the past and all that shall exist and retransform, reincarnate in the future, everything I saw in that lotus flower. I saw the whole universe contributed to the being of the flower. And the flower itself had no being. There was no individuality. It was a contribution. It was a collective contribution of the entire cosmos that appeared as an individual, as a personality, but it was totality. I saw in the lotus flower, the totality contributed to give birth to that. And in that, I laughed and smiled. That is also me. Me too is a contribution from totality. I have no individuality. And all that exists within my mind, within my physical body, and within the realm of the world, everything is a contribution of collectivity. The totality is playing all of us. The universe is a hidden and playing this lila, this game of life. I saw that. My friends, today's session is about experiencing that. Going into shunya, going into emptiness. To experience that you don't have an individuality. To experience that you are totality, playing as an individuality. You don't have a personality. You are all. You are every ray of sun. You are every eclipse. You are all the 5 elements. You are what was in the past and what shall be in the future. You are always here as totality. As the ocean, you never come, you never go. But as a wave, you have come and you shall go. To experience that shunya, to experience that emptiness, in the words of the Buddha, yad rupam sa shunyata, ya shunyata tad rupam, evameva vedana samjana samskara vijnanam iha sariputraha sarva dharma shunyata lakshanaha. To experience the emptiness within all form. And that happens all the time. When the breath comes, form comes. When the breath comes, thoughts come. When the breath comes, the world comes. And my friends, it's a fact, not a belief. If the breath don't come, thoughts don't come. Emotions don't come. The word don't come. Your story don't come. So the coming of the breath is the coming of your individuality. It is the ocean coming as a wave and creates an individuality. And there is a science of not allowing this individuality to take birth and to remain in that totality. I repeat, the breath comes, word comes, thoughts come, emotions come, your story comes, your past comes, your future comes. But if the breath don't come, nothing comes. You go into shunya. And this is the emptiness within every form. And form within every emptiness. In the words of the Guru, Antra sunnang, bahir sunnang, trabhavan sunnam sunnang, chautha sunna jo nar jane tako paap na punnam. To transcend the duality of life, when you recognize the emptiness within form and form within emptiness. My friends, the Kriya for today. In the presence of the eclipse, this will help you to go into void and experience that connections that you have with totality. You will attain what need to be attained. You will receive what need to be received. It's a meditation of total surrender. I surrender, I give up. I'm not with my story. And that is the ultimate freedom. This will break your patterns. We will be using our sacred breath, Prana, Apana. Prana, Apana. There's a sutra. Namaste pran pranate, namo astava apanate, prachinnayate namaha, pratichinnayate namaha, sarvasmahita idam namaha, which means I bow to my coming breath. I bow to my going breath. I bow to my inhaled breath. And I bow to my outhold breath. And I bow to the totality of the breath. From this sutra, we just going to use one. And that is, I bow to my out-held breath. When the breath is held out, the universe is held out. The mind is held out. The world is held out. You go into emptiness. And this is the same primordial womb that was there in the beginning of the time when there was no movement. The coming breath is prana, and the going breath is apana. And where this prana and apana meets, one's outside and one's inside. Antar sunnan, bahar sunnan. The emptiness which exists outside, as the prana becomes apana and the apana becomes prana. I hope this is making sense. And as the breath goes in, and again prana becomes apana, apana becomes prana. So this prana and apana, coming and going, negative and positive, push and pull, right and wrong, yes and no, hell and heaven, all this duality is happening. And where this prana and apana meets outside, stops. And then again you inhale, apana, and goes in, it stops, and again exhales out. So there is the point in between the coming and the going breath where you are neither inhaling, neither exhaling. And that is Sushumna. So prana, apana, Sushumna, prana, apana, Sushumna. So Sushumna outside and Sushumna inside. We're going to touch that Sushumna. Sushumna means mana. Mind becomes silence. At that point, there is no individuality. That point, the wave becomes the ocean. We're going to catch that moment. We will be using a very powerful mantra. The mantra that expands your electromagnetic field. It totally expands your electromagnetic. If you can chant this mantra for 11 minutes, your electromagnetic field amplifies, your aura expands. The mantra is prana, apana, Sushumna, which is here, hari. Hari means active energy. Energy in action. Energy in motion. The blinking of the eye. The movement of the tongue. The pulsation of my heart. The rising and the setting of the sun. The eclipse happening. The union happening. And all that actions and movements that is happening in this cosmos is called Hari. So we recognize the prana and the apana and the Sushumna all combined together gives birth to all creation. Hari means creation, my creation, the creation that comes through my body, comes through my mind, and comes through my projection. So that's Hari, creation. And then Har is the potential energy from which all these prana, apana, Sushumna, Hari is happening. Har is the cosmic womb. Har is the potential energy that is waiting to be assessed. It is, in the language of Vedanta, it is the sense of aham, I. Because if I don't exist, if this sense of being at this moment don't exist, what is perceiving don't exist. If the dreamer don't exist, there's no dream. For the dream to be, the dreamer has to be. And for this world to be, for this experience to be, for this perception to be, the sense of I has to be. And the Guru says this very clearly. Aap sat, kiya sat, sab sat. The reality of my being gives reality to what I perceive, to what I see. All the sensations, all the perceptions, and all the thoughts are there because you are. So to touch that shunya, that is called Har. Prana, apana, Sushumna, Hari. Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari. I repeat. Prana, apana, Sushumna, Hari. Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari. For the third time. And this completes. Prana, apana, Sushumna, Hari. Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari. The energy in action, potential energy. Energy in action, potential energy. Emptiness, form, form, emptiness. Yadrupam sashunyata, yashunyata tadrupam. So this is the flow of this mantra. For this, my friends, we will be creating a mudra. And this is the mudra. This is the mudra. Right hand. Right hand. So your middle finger is connected. The other fingers are also together like this. And then this goes up. This is your right hand. And same thing with the left hand. The left hand also is the same thing. But the right hand goes up and the left hand goes down. Prana, Apana. In between, there's an empty space. And there's Sushumna. And this is somewhere, right? So this is my heart center. And this is my navel center. Right here. In between my heart and the navel, there's this point here. And this is the Sushumna, the emptiness, the womb, the ribcage around this area. Ribcage is the cage within which your consciousness is encaged. The soul is in the prison of the ribcage. And this exact location, this is the worldly ocean. The worldly ocean. Your consciousness, your mind cannot jump this from here to here. It is locked in the lower chakras, in the lower triangle. Survival, pleasure, and power. We cannot cross the worldly ocean because our prana, apana, Sushumna, Hari, Har is not active, is not known. This mantra, my friends, will open up floods of energy inside you. This mantra will reconnect you to your pure potential self. The breath will be inhaled, right hand up, left hand down. Okay, so right hand, this is my right hand, it goes up, and the left hand, it goes down. So it's pointing up and down, and you're not touching the body. It's just some space between the body and your hands. And before you close your eyes, this is how it will go. You will inhale, which is prana, and you will exhale, which is apana. And now hold the breath out. That is Sushumna. And once the Sushumna is held, Hari, Har, form and emptiness, emptiness and form, this whole game is understood. Because as I mentioned in the beginning, the breath gives you individuality. The breath gives you a story. The breath gives you samskaras. The breath gives you vasanas. The breath starts narrating who you are and who you are not. It divides itself into 5 winds. Deep science, I'm not going into that. And when you hold the breath out, your story is held out. You cannot think when the breath is held out. You cannot associate with your sadness and your happiness, with your right and wrong, when the breath is held out. So the breath is held out, and that is a Sushumna. While holding the breath out, you will be reciting this mantra mentally 3 times. Okay, 3 times. So the finger up, this goes down, inhaling, and then exhaling, breath held out. As you hold the breath out, the navel goes in, the chest is lifted, the ribcage is lifted. Navel goes in, breath held out, navel goes in and up, ribcage up, chest up, So you hold this lock. And mentally you recite Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari. Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari. Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari. And then you inhale 3 times in the beginning. And then again you exhale. Mentally, Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari. 3 times, and you inhale. My friends, when the breath is held out for a certain amount of time, and then the breath is inhaled, this flushes, this pumps the spinal fluid up into your pineal and your pituitary gland. This is what is happening on the level of the body. Previously, we talked about what it happens on the deeper science, the esoteric explanation of what we are doing. Now, this is what happens on the physical dimension. When the breath is held out for a certain amount of time, and then when you inhale, this pumps the spinal fluid up into your spine, into your pituitary and your pineal gland, which gives you clarity, gives you understanding, gives you intuition, gives you wisdom of the unknown. That which is held in the lower triangle, that which is held in the lower triangle and cannot cross this worldly ocean from here to here is a gap. You cannot enter the higher dimension, the dimension of Anahata, the heart center, Hridaya chakra, Anahat chakra. This helps to flush, this helps to pump, this helps to boost the Kundalini from the lower dimensions into higher dimensions. This is what it would happen. Although there's much more, but in time to our meditation today, along with this simplified explanation, I can go on, talking about this, but let's have an experience, my friends. Now the tongue is rolled throughout and pressing the palate hard. Press the palate hard. So this is my mouth, this is the tongue, and you roll and you touch this space here. And when the tongue is rolled, mind is rolled, and the eyes are closed and also rolled. The tongue is rolled and the eye are rolled. So you inhale, you exhale, hold the breath out, navel in and up, lift the ribcage, lift your chest. There's a tension, create a tension here. Tongue is rolled, press hard. Eyes are rolled, look up, eyes are closed. And mentally you're reciting this mantra, Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari, 3 times. And then again you inhale. And then again you exhale. Let's start this journey. Right hand up, left hand down, eyes are closed, looking up, tongue is rolled. And press the palate. Don't just softly touch, press the palate hard, so that you feel a sensation, you feel a certain pulsation, a certain vibration at the level of the forehead, the third eye. Beautiful, my friends. Now inhale, exhale. Hold the breath out, navel in and up. Lift your ribcage, lift your ribcage, lift your ribcage, lift your chest, lift your chest, lift your chest. Hold 3 times. Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari. Mentally, Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari. Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari. Inhale. Again you exhale. Hold the breath out. Let me just go one more time into explanation. Hold the breath out. Hold the breath out. And navel in and up, in and up, in and up. Really force the navel first in towards your spine and then pull it up. And then lift your ribcage. Lift your ribcage, lift your ribcage, lift your ribcage, and lift your chest, lift your chest, lift your chest. Tongue is rolled, eyes rolled mentally. Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari. Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari. Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari Har, Hari. And you inhale. And please continue this for the next 3 to 4 minutes by yourself. Anytime you're uncomfortable, please relax. Adjust the Kriya accordingly. You don't have to do exactly as I'm sharing with you. If holding, please keep doing. You keep doing while I'm talking. Keep doing. You can modify this Kriya to 1 mantra, to 2 mantras, and then 3 mantras. The pressure is important. The rolling of the eye is important. When the eyes are rolled, your story is rolled. The movement of your eye is the movement of your story. And if you can hold your eye, you can lock your eye, you can lock your story. And the tongue is rolled. This is the red carpet on which the royal mind takes birth. Your story is conveyed to the world. Your story takes birth with the movement of the tongue. And that is also rolled. Beautiful, my friends. Keep doing, keep doing. Press the palate, until there's a slight sensation in the third eye. Beautiful. And when you're holding the breath out, really hold the breath out. It's like you're holding your problems outside. Really, your problems are held out when the breath is held out. And your solutions are also held out. The push and pull of life is held out. You enter Sushumna. This is the primordial void. The primordial void. And this is the same experience. What you're experiencing now is the same experience that you had in the womb of your mother. So it's going back to the primordial womb of unity of being. And if you can keep doing this for 11 minutes or more, the entire chemistry of the body, all the toxins are removed from the body. The initiation of healing starts when the breath is held out. What is healing? Healing is when you are not involved. And when you are not involved, when the breath is held out. It's a simple science, it's a simple logic. Through the grace of the Guru, the grace of Guru Ramdas, and the guidance of the beloved Master we are receiving today. My friends, in the presence of this eclipse that is happening today, let yourself be free from yourself. Siddhaha swahatantra bhava. Perfection comes. Enlightenment comes. Awakening comes when you are free from yourself. And this is the science of freeing yourself. Free yourself. Free yourself. Free yourself. Keep doing. We are almost there. A few more moments. At home, after you have received this gift today, I humbly request to do it for at least 11 minutes or more. 30 minutes will give you awakening, will give you enlightenment. In the sense, enlightenment means you will become light. You're enlightenment. That lightness which you were meant to be in you is called enlightenment. You will experience the lightness of your physical body, your mental body, in your energetic body, as though the weight of life is taken off from you. Beautiful, my friends. Keep up, keep up. Now, my friends, from 3 mantras, I want you to go into 5 mantras. 5 mantras. 5 mantras. 5 mantras. So you're reciting 5 mantras now. Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari. I bow to the coming breath. I bow to the going breath. I bow to the out-held breath. You hold the breath out. Beautiful. Don't forget to roll the eye. And don't forget to roll your tongue. Let this Sangha, let this Sangat, let this union that we are having today give us a deeper experience, a realization, beyond philosophy, beyond talks, where you yourself engage into uplifting yourself. It's called mashakkat in the words of Guru Nanak, where you work on yourself, not through your intellectual mind, but also through the physical realm. Beautiful, my friends. When the breath is held out, there's a sense of union. There's a sense of oneness. As though the wave loses its individuality into the ocean. Try to experience that also. You see, something in you dissolves as the breath is held out. Suddenly, that which was in this ribcage with a story, with a dimension, which a locality, frees itself into dimensionless as the breath is held out. And that is akal. When the breath held in, it is called kal. Time and space. Ka alya. Ka is time, alya is space. So time and space when breath is held in. You can only experience time and space when the breath is held in. And when the breath is held out, it's akal. 5 mantras you are reciting. Don't forget to pull the prana. Don't forget to pull the navel in. First towards your spine. It's like putting a back gear. You know, you're running too much. Put a back gear, your navel. Pull it back. And then you pull it up. You lift yourself. It's called the forklift. Beautiful. And then you lift your ribcage. You free the consciousness from the encagement of your ribcage. Something frees. Something stops. And then you lift your chest, your heart. And when the heart is lifted, consciousness is lifted. When the heart is lifted, miracles happen. It's all about lifting the heart, channeling the energy from the navel center, from the lower triangle into the heart center. 5 mantras, and that's the maximum. You can do the mantras fast, or you can do the mantras very slowly. It depends on you. But you only hold the mantras for 5 chants. You only hold the breath for 5 chants, not more than that. Put in more effort. Open up the ribcage. Now, the ribcage is also the seat of all your psychic abilities. All the psychic abilities are contained in the rib cage. We call it siddhis. The 18 siddhis, all are locked, all are held behind the prison of the rib cage. And this activates the psychic points in you. All the psychic abilities, which is our birthright, every individual are revealed to you. For the sake of experience, a few more moments, my friends, be with me, be with this circle of fire. And allow this fire. Suddenly there will be a boost, there will be an energy shift, and it's a fact, it's not a belief. I'm not asking you to believe this, it's an experience that you yourself have activated through the grace of the Guru. Beautiful. The body temperature, the heat increases. Keep doing, keep doing. Now this helps in your digestive fire. And when your digestive fire is down, all the illness and all the sickness in the body manifest. And this also activates your intellectual fire. Your mind becomes smart. The dullness of life is removed. So digestive fire, intellectual fire. And if you keep doing this, my friends, the psychic fire, which we just talked about, the psychic heat in the body expands. And this expands the aura. This expands the aura. Once you are able to touch the psychic fire in you, through this simple practice, no complications, simple, your aura expands, your psychic heat expands, aura expands. First, it will heal you at the level of the physical body. Then this Kriya will heal you at the level of your mind, your problems, your issues, your this mind that chatters, so suddenly will stop, will become less. And then psychic fire. And once these three fires are lit, and then the fire of yoga, we call the Yogagni, is lit. And when Yogagni is lit, there's a transformation at the cellular level. Your DNA will change. Your entire toxins in the body will start removing because Yogagni has manifest. And Yogagni is the fire of yoga, the fire of union, union with yourself, union with yourself. You, for the first time, will know yourself. Now you don't know yourself. You only know the story about yourself. You're only in the superficial eye. You only know the story of yourself. You don't know the self. And that is Yogagni will introduce you who you are, what you are. Intellectually, you may have understood, but there is no experience. Yogagni will give you that experience. Keep doing, my friends. And then finally, the Brahmagni, the fire of Brahm, the fire of the cosmic existence. Brahm, the fire of creation, which was the source of creation, will manifest. We call it Brahmagyan, the wisdom of Brahm, the cosmic realization, where you don't realize anything, where you don't know anything, you just know the I, you know the self. In the words of Guru Nanak, ape aap niranjan soe, the self within the self is revealed. And that is Brahmagni. And the Guru says, Kal, Jal, Brahm Agni Jare. And all this Kal and Jal, the movement between different dimensions, different time and different space. You're stuck in your past emotions. There's a fear of the future. This is called Kal and Jal. That's what you are. You are just a repetition of what have happened in the past, and you are just in these emotions or this fear of the future. And Guru says, Kal Jal, Brahmagni Jare. And when this cosmic fire is lit, the Kal and the Jal, what you were in the past and what you shall be in the future, is dropped. You are free. You start flowing in the past and you start flowing in the future. It is called awakening. It is called realization. A simple, beautiful Kriya. My friends, 1 more minute to go and we are done for the day. My friends, beautiful. Keep up, keep up, keep up. Press the tongue hard. This is the last of few moments, and really extend the mantra. Really chant the mantra slowly. Instead of Prana, Apana, Sushumna, you chant Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, Hari, Har, Hari, Har, Hari, Har, Hari. And in like this, you extend the whole space, and the flushing and the pumping of the Bhagavati, of the Adha Shakti, which sits in the base of the spine, she is activated, and she starts to move upward through your spine, through the Sushumna, Mana, where your mind becomes silence. In the here and now, through the grace of the Guru, we call it Gur Prasad, something is shifted, something is changed. Dharma is very simple, and when you know, and until you don't know, it is very complicated. Very simple, using your body, using your mind, using your breath. I'm in touch with my own self. Keep up, keep up. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. Really pull the navel in, the back gear. Pull it back, and then pull it up. Forklift, forklift. Lift yourself, lift yourself. Put a pressure in and up, and the rib cage. Really feel the tearing. Something opens, a sensation of opening in the physical realm, but something shifts in the mental and in the astral and the energetic realm. And something changes and shifts into your heart center when the heart is lifted and the tongue is rolled and the mind is rolled. My friends, we are almost there. We are almost there. We are almost there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Last 15 seconds, my friends. Last 15 seconds. We are done for the day in this circle of the fire. A gift from the cosmos, a gift from the house of the Guru, a gift from the Siddhas and the yogis of the Himalayan lineage, a gift from the dynasty of the solar sages, Suryavanshis. My friends, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Keep up. And let's do this for the last time. Inhale and exhale. Breath is held out, hands mudra as it is, roll the tongue, roll the eye, navel in and up, and lift your chest and lift your rib cage and just hold the breath. Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, 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 Hari. Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, 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 Hari. Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, 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 Hari. Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, 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 Hari. Prana, Apana, Sushumna, Hari, 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 Hari. And inhale. And hold the breath now. You have been holding the breath out. Now hold the breath in. Hold the breath in. Hold the breath in. And tense the whole body. Tense the whole body. Tense the whole body. Tense the whole body. Apply Moolband. Apply Moolband. Tense your feet. Tense your legs. Tense your back. Tense all that you are. All that you are at the level of the physical realm we call the human body. Tense everything. Tense your eyes. Tense your eyes. Medical reasons, please relax. Exhale. Inhale. And hold, and please tense your whole body. Tense your whole body. Mudra remains. Navel in and up. Lift the rib cage as it is. Exactly same. You just add on to that the tensing of the whole body. So instead of just holding these mudras that we have been holding, along with that, you squeeze the whole body through the grace of Guru Ram Das and the teachings of the beloved master. Hold, 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 hold. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And hold, squeeze and tense the whole body. Tense the body. Make sure the eyes are rolled and tense. Tense your temples. Tense your temples. Tense your temples. Tense your temples. And tense your forehead. Tense your forehead. Tense your ears. Tense your skull. The back of the skull, the frontal lobe called the lata. The English word light comes from the lata, the activation of the frontal lobe, the light that appears within the human realm. And my friends, through the grace of Guru Ram Das, exhale. And very slowly, open your eyes. Satnam. My friends, a gift from the sages of the Himalayas for you to practice. Start with 11 minutes. Once a while, 31 minutes. And, just experience the shift. Sometimes there are certain kriyas that's all you need to make a shift in your life. And this can be one of those kriyas. It is called the Prana, Apana, Sushumna Kriya, or the form within formless and the formless within form. Kriya. Basically, it is for you to connect with yourself and heal yourself at the level of the physical, the mental, and the astral. My friends, I'm thankful to all of you who have joined us today. And most of you know the Guru has graced us with an ashram in India. And I'm spending some time in India and sometimes traveling. So just came back from the ashram. I'll be back in November, at the end of November. And I will be there for a few months, expanding. We have really expanded the whole beautiful space. If you are in touch with us through our Instagram and other social media channels, we are building this sacred space for all of you to come and experience. My friends, long story cut short, the whole range of these mountains is called the Lower Shivalik Hills. Lower Shivalik Hills. After that comes the Shivalik Hills. After that comes the Himalayas. So the Himalayas starts in the Lower Shivalik Hills. And this ashram of ours that we have been graced, the very first hill is in the ashram. Geographically, the very first hill of the Himalayan mountains is where the ashram starts. So we are really in the foothills of the Himalayas. Really, my friends, I repeat, this whole mountain range starts from Potohar in Pakistan and goes all the way to Nepal and Bhutan. And in this space, in this state of northern India, where the ashram is, that first hill of the Himalayas starts from that ashram. We never knew this until recently, when someone came and shared the whole map. My friends, we are really in the foothills of the Himalayas. Once upon a time, the yogis used to come and sit and meditate and prepare themselves before they used to enter the Himalayas. And this was exactly the location where the individuals will come, prepare themselves, and lose their individuality into the bigness, into the expansiveness, into the vastness of the Himalayas, the royal sages of our planet. My invitation to you, whenever you're in India, please be in touch. We will love to host you, and we will love to give you an experience of Dharma. My friends, as I mentioned in my travels, the universe has called for me to go onto the other side for a few weeks. I will be in Mexico, this beautiful land of the Mayans, the forgotten land of the Himalaya, the forgotten land of the corresponding land of the Himalayas. The Mayan civilization was a very ancient, very powerful civilization, a lot of achievements, and then came a time when it was destroyed. Those sacred sites that still exist are calling you. Now, ordinarily, those of you who are aware, these sacred spaces that we will be going, we will be sitting, we will be chanting, we will be activating, these spaces are longing for conscious beings to come. Because now people go there to swim and to scream. Those of you who know these spaces. People go there to swim and to scream. It is longing for yogis. It is longing for star beings It is longing for conscious beings. So this call have come. It was in my mind for many years. And then the alignment of the stars happened, and I'm being called to go there, to sit the way the ancient Mayans used to sit, to chant, to explore the self the way the ancient Mayans used to explore. So this is not just a yoga retreat. Along with the exercises, along with the kriyas, along with the mantras, along with everything else, my friends, this is a call. And if you feel the longing to be part of this activation, my friends, come. Don't think from here. Think from here. We are not selling this event. We are calling conscious beings. We only have about 8 seats left. And if you feel that longing to be part of this, some subtle activation, because a lot of things are going on in the world. A lot of things are going on in the world. But then there needs to be a shift from the subtle plane. And the universe has called us. It's called me, and I'm going. And many other beautiful souls are also going to be part of this. It will be very different. It will be very unique. Because now is the time. With all that is going to happen in the next few years, now is time for you to plant those seeds so that everyone is safe, so that everyone goes through those difficulties smoothly. And for that, we need to activate these different portals that are waiting to be activated. And it can only be activated by living individuals. It has to be activated by living individuals. And maybe it's one of them is you. Those portals are waiting so that people can just come and sit and stop swimming and just screaming. My friends, I request all of you, if you have the time, and if you have the longing, and if you have a connection with that land, I from the Himalayas have come. Maybe it's just a border away from you. We will sit and we will activate those portals again through the grace of Guru Ram Das and through the lineage of the Himalayan sages, the ever youthful Yogi Baba Sri Chand, and my beloved master. We will sit, we will activate. Blessings to all of you. It was my privilege today to share this ancient wisdom, to share this important wisdom with all of you. Time to wake up, time to chant, time to meditate, time to sit, time to breathe, time to hold the breath in, time to hold the breath out. Don't do many other things. This is all simple things that you can just bring and be part of your life, make them part of your life, and start awakening yourself and also others. My friends, blessings to all of you. And before we go, Miguel, if you don't mind, maybe you just want to share a bit about those stuff and those beautiful locations that we are going into. Satnam.
Thank you, Yogi Ji. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So, yes, we want to invite you, as Yogi Ji mentioned, we will be sharing this beautiful retreat in the Mayan jungle. We will be visiting the sacred cenotes and the very sacred archaeological sites where we will be able to do our meditations. A lot of people from all over the world has been invited and they are coming. So it's, as he mentioned, it's an opportunity for us to sit together and reconnect with Mother Nature, with these traditions and with the sacredness of these spaces. So we are offering, we have, like Yogi Ji mentioned, we have like very little spaces left, but we are offering to the people who have joined today, if they feel inclined to come and join us, we have a 10% discount code, which is like the early bird price. We will activate for the people who wants to join us from this session using the code Mexico. Debbie will, can you please type it in the instructions for the code and the link for the retreat. So as well as this beautiful event that we have from the 10th to the 13th of November. This is in Chichen Itza, Mexico. So you need to take a flight to Cancun International Airport. We are less than 3 hours away to Cancun International Airport, and we are 1 hour away from Merida Airport. So all the information is contained on the website. And also, if you have any more questions, we are happy here to assist you. As well as that, prior to the Mayan retreat, we will be hosting this beautiful series called Mastery of the Sacred Elements to awaken the power of all the different elements. And we will be doing practices at sunrise in the beautiful lake of Xochimilco. For those who are familiar with that, is one of the most beautiful places. Even Paramahamsa Yogananda, I was mentioning Yogi Ji, that described this like if there was a prize for the most beautiful place he saw in his life was these inner channels of this lake right in the middle of the city surrounded by mountains. We will be coming here at sunrise. And after that, we will be having like our fire ceremony in a beautiful forest at the south of the city. And then we will be coming to the top of the mountains of Mineral del Chico. So this is like 3 events. It's like Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. This will happen in Mexico City and surrounding areas. So also the early bird price is still active. So you still have like a special discount until tomorrow if you would like to join us. So all the links will be here on the chat box. And please feel free to contact us. Please follow Yogi Ji on Instagram. You can find him as Yogi Amandeep Singh. Also, we have a YouTube channel where we have like all these videos, all these workshops. So we invite you to come and join us. This is a very special opportunity for those people who can make it, who want to come. We will be very happy to meet you, and all together we can sit and meditate from these very sacred and beautiful places in Mexico, trying to activate this sacred energy inside of us so we can go back home and we can share this light with the people around us, with our communities, and try to shift the world in a positive way. Thank you so much, Satnam.
Blessings to all of you. Let's bring hands in the center of the chest. And let's recite the mantra Satnam 3 times. I bow to all those who have walked the path of Dharma. And I bow to all those who are walking the path of Dharma. And I bow to all the rest in one lifetime or the other will also walk the path of Dharma. Satnam. Satnam, and many blessings to all of you. And this video will be up on our YouTube channel in a day or two. So stay in touch. Blessings to all of you. I'm thankful to all those who contributed into the manifestation of this sacred space. Many blessings. May Guru Ram Das bless all of you with health, wealth, and prosperity, and the highest gift, and that is the gift of Naam, the gift of Shabad. Satnam.